Is this AI?
Stop it.
Is real?
Yes.
What kind of bad thing?
Stop.
Can you see how
it gets to a point whereby like what you say
excuse
is
me,
actually very
I am
harmful.
voicing an opinion.
That was so
for
weird.
content. That
was
for
so
content.
weird.
That was for content
in
yes,
life.
Just you don't like the song.
Just exactly, I don't.
You don't like the song,
Exactly,
but
I
you're
don't.
hating.
I don't.
For you to
I'm not
say,
hating. I just
yes,
don't like the
now
song.
for you to say
have
Mavo
an
is
opinion.
unique. No, it's your opinion, fair. But
Exactly.
the analysis you try to make, I don't buy it because.
No, it's just not my vibe.
Like you
what
were
the
stone
hell?
faced. You didn't even
Yeah,
smile.
I didn't like the song.
No,
that is
now.
so okay. That
No,
is so
now,
okay.
because-
I didn't like the song. I like this.
Of course you do. Duh. Who's your favorite artist?
Currently,
Yeah.
I would say
Well, Nick,
Sexy Red.
Sexy Red is your favorite artist.
I love all of her songs.
Why?
She has really like nice songs.
So what do you feel when you listen to Sexy Red?
I'm a bad bitch.
What?
Like her songs are so turned. Her songs are so turned. I love her. I like Thames. I like Thames as well.
Okay, what does Thames make you feel like?
It's like her vocals. It doesn't make me feel any way, but it's like her vocals.
You don't feel anything emotionally when you listen to Thames?
No.
Really? For real?
I mean, me and you. No. Yeah, I like that song.
Do you like love songs?
Yeah.
Are you
Yes.
like a just broke
I
up?
think I listen to love songs when I'm like going through a heartbreak. I wouldn't.
You're that kind of heartbreak person.
Yeah, I like listening. Like I'll literally search up sad songs on Spotify.
And on that note,
So
hello
you
and
don't do
welcome. What?
You
Why
don't
the
do
fuck have we had guy? No, why did I do that? You. Hello and welcome to The Wave. We are Afropop's most essential. My name is Djaji Prime.
My name is Karris.
And we are your dynamic duo serving you the ABCs of Afropop. A, of course, is for analysis. We're going to be bringing you the insight and cross-examining all the context, turning heads on the corner. That's the Afropop corner. This week, well, Coachella Weekend 2 just passed. And, you know, 001 was on stage with someone and people were talking about that, I guess. And yeah, chessmates. We could be talking about someone at the Louvre. But yeah, that's enough on A.
B is for the very best. Every week we'll be putting you on to the very best music that Afropop or Afrobeats has to offer. This week we'll be talking about new music from King Promise, Mr. Easy, Number 11, Teves, Tyla and Zara, and many others.
See, as you can see, this is not a one man or one woman or one non-binary person's diatribe. It is a conversation, a dialogue, one which we want you to be a part of. And certainly this past week, I've been getting it hot on the YouTube comments. I know that Beyonce conversation. I knew when we did that conversation.
I was right.
You were not right.
I was actually
You
right.
were
Like,
not
people,
right.
People actually supported me.
They didn't support you.
Him.
They
So
didn't
it's
support
okay.
you. They gave
Okay.
what they did was they gave a valid argument which Karris did not make.
Okay.
Which Karris did not make.
What the-
But there were also people who were supporting me for Mariah. So
But you
know,
cannot really,
there were
like-
people who supported me for Rihanna too. So
Okay.
it wasn't that anybody
But
was.
one thing someone said
was
that
actually facts.
she is a better performer. Beyonce is a better performer
Than
let's keep
Rihanna.
that in mind.
And
Let's
that is
keep
where the
that in
comparisons
mind.
come in, but we'll get to that a little later. But yeah, Karris, how you doing this morning?
I am great. How are you?
This was a stressful weekend.
You guys, before this, before the cameras came on, Djaji
Oh.
was insulting me. I
That
wanted to be on the record.
That what?
What did you say? I can't remember.
Thank God she doesn't
Wait.
remember. No. If the glove don't fit, you can't quit.
I remember. I would say it.
What? Say it now.
No,
Say it.
because it could not
It
be
was
used against
definitely.
me
It
later
was.
on.
It was not. I didn't say anything crazy.
He asked me a question.
I
that was
asked a
crazy.
question. It wasn't crazy. Say
And
it
I
now.
said something back to him.
Say it.
I wouldn't say
You
it.
see,
If
she
you
can't
say
say
your
it.
own, I'll say my own.
This is how people set fake agenda. Something
No.
that does not exist. She beat the drum, but she could not dance. Anyway,
Shut up!
yeah, it was a
Let's-
bad week for me. Arsenal lost against Man City, and
I
it
saw
was
clips.
a terrible week. Like
I saw
before match
clips.
end, these niggas were already blowing up my line. Like y'all should fucking chill. But till the wheels fall off, I'm a gooner for life, and you know, It's a long road to me, and we'll still be there. Repping the 92 Nigerian jersey as I always do. Starting off with new music. We have a new album by Fally Ipupa. I'm a huge fan of Fally Ipupa. Congolese icon, I dare say. At least a legend in Congolese music. He dropped the XX album. There's one song Karris and I were jamming earlier. If you saw her before we started running, Karris can dance, so but when she come on this show, she will do it like she does not know anything. But she was also, you were feeling the song now, jam with Wizkid. I think that was one of Wizkid's best verses this year.
Yeah, you said so.
Yeah.
Why do you think so though?
I mean, when you're in the studio with a good artist, you tend to make good music. Like, you wouldn't want to put the wrong foot forward. And I think like he definitely respects Fally Ipupa, so he gave him a good verse. That's what I think, Sha. We also have a big one this week, and I know that if we play it, YouTube is going to flag us, but fuck it, we're going to play it anyway. Wait, is this Sarah or is this Tyla on the hook?
I think that's Tyla.
We definitely don't have to ask Karris what she thinks about this song.
I love the song.
It's actually...
You don't like the song.
Says who?
Well, you want it to drop. I feel it in my bones.
I want it to drop out.
You
people can see that Karris just rigs up agendas from.
No,
Where are you going with?
Okay,
Where do we go? Where are we going?
So let me talk.
Okay.
So earlier on, Djaji had said that, the song keeps on dropping from Billboard. It's dropping.
No, I said
basically.
it went on Billboard and then it
And
fell
it
out
dropped.
of Billboard.
But the irony is that it never even went on Billboard to begin with.
So does that mean that Tyla flopped?
What are you talking about? Like, Billboard updates every Tuesday. They haven't even had the chance to listen to it.
Today we'll know.
To actually
no,
put
they've
it
definitely
somewhere.
listened to it.
They have. Don't get me wrong, but it's not been on the Billboard yet.
So do you think it will chart? Do you think it will chart? Where do you think it will chart?
This song is like, it gives me that feel of like Shakira and Rihanna.
Oh.
It
God.
does.
You are just a fucking hype beast because that is the agenda they're pushing online. That is Shakira and oh my God.
But
please, you should leave Shakira out of this.
So funny. Tyler gives me more Rihanna.
So now Rihanna is the goat.
No,
now Rihanna is the goat.
Listen though, I feel like Tyler gives me more vibes of Rihanna than Ayra.
Why?
I just feel like she's that girl. And I feel like she's very confident. Like, I feel like she's very confident. And that's one characteristic that Rihanna has. Okay.
I think it's a jam. It's definitely not Afro. Is it Afrobeats?
No, I wouldn't say. It's more like
so
pop.
We'll see how it does on the charts. It's a dope song.
Yeah.
I might spin it a couple times off air. This is my lover, Morravey.
Yeah.
Guys, why you stone faced? This is a song that bad. Guys, is stone faced.
I just don't think I'm her target audience.
Why? Because it sounds moderately African.
No, it just sounds like it just sounds like what I would have heard like 14 years. No. So that's like 10 years ago.
It doesn't sound. It sounds inspired.
As well, though. Yeah,
it sounds
like YG. Is it
YG and Omami? I was going to say that, but it's not that dated. I don't think it sounds dated. I just think it sounds. I wouldn't listen to it now, but that's just like I'm just not her target audience. Why? As I said, I just don't like it. You don't like the song?
No, I don't.
Karris is hating on Afrobeats. I'm not hating
as usual. On Afrobeats.
Karris is hating on Afrobeats. This Shabba. Karris only wants to hear like Mavo and like pop stars. That's what she wants to hear.
It's just a new sound and it just sounds fire, bro.
What?
It sounds fire. Like
Which one?
Mavo's sound is different.
Oh God.
Her sound is so familiar. It's like a replica of somebody else.
He's a replica of artist too. He's not that unique.
Okay, but like his sounds very different.
No, Karris,
Yeah,
I
it
disagree.
does. Hers sounds very
I
like-
disagree. Just say you don't like the song.
Just exactly, I don't.
You don't like the song,
Exactly,
but
I
you are
don't.
hating.
I don't.
For you to
I'm not
say,
hating, I just
yes,
don't like the song.
for you to say
I have
Mavo
an
is
opinion.
unique. No, it's your opinion, fair. But
Exactly.
the analysis you try to make, I don't buy it.
What?
The analysis you tried to make just now about her
It sounds
sounding,
very familiar.
it sounds inspired, but it's not dated. You
Familiar, inspired, okay?
said everybody is inspired by
So
somebody.
who is Mavo inspired by? Who does he sound like?
Who doesn't he sound like?
Okay, who
What
doesn't
is
he
he?
sound
What
like?
is he doing that is
Okay, yeah,
unique?
moving from the question, I asked you a question just now. Who does he sound like?
Let me listen. Mavo sounds like literally all the Alte guys.
Okay,
Like he
who?
can sound like Pretty Boy Dio. He definitely has like low tones of Dio, a little bit of like Wizkid swag in the way he delivers his vocals. Like it's not the most unique or out of the box delivery. It's just like I'm literally swag rapping, you know, giving you a little vibe here. There's nothing there that's like, oh, for Morravey is actually singing. Like she's a singer. There's vocal application there. So for you to just dismiss it off the cuff is why I'm like, ugh, like why are you just dismissing her? Because she's actually singing. She's singing and it's not dated. If you say that, oh, it's
If
Afrobeats.
you like it, it's okay.
I'm not saying I like
exactly.
it. I don't like
I can
it.
choose not to like it.
And I'm not saying
exactly.
that.
So let's end the conversation there. I can choose
You're the
not
one
to
who
like it.
asked me.
You
asked
told
me a
that
question.
Mavo sounds is inspired. Like literally, when I spoke about Morravey, I said she sounds like Waji. She sounds like Simi. Like I hear that like tone and the way like they drag their words in that in the way they sing. And I asked you about Mavo. Who is he inspired by? And you said different people. So meaning that it's not one person. It's different people.
You mentioned different people too. So your
I said
argument
only
does-
Waji
No,
and
you
I
said
Simi.
you didn't even say Simi before.
Who
You
did I
said
say before?
Waje and Oma, and I said
Waje.
Omami. Then you
I
now
never said
brought
about
Simi.
me. I never said about.
Then
I
you
don't know
now
who that is.
now you now brought Simi as well.
Yes.
So you've mentioned different people.
Simi like back in the day though.
Which Simi back in the day though?
Simi back in the day, like when she used to sing songs.
But this is not a dated song. She's just singing. That's why I'm saying.
It sounds. I feel like we're dragging this so much.
I feel like we are. I feel like you're being defensive because
am not
I
being
gave you
defensive.
pushback. That's what I feel.
I feel like we need a third to balance us.
No,
I feel
feel like
we're too feisty.
who?
No, me and you are feisty.
That's
We
fine.
need someone to balance us.
There's
up.
there's nothing wrong with us disagreeing.
I like this.
Of course you do. Duh. Your favorite artist is Sexy Red. Why
Bruh.
wouldn't you like this?
Bro,
Your favorite
don't
it's
do
not
that.
it's not wild that you
Don't do that.
your favorite artist is Sexy Red.
So-
We've done weeks and weeks of this podcast and I know you love Mavo. So definitely you're going to like this song. It's not that wild.
Do you like it?
I haven't heard it enough. but
Loki feel as if you're like looking. So I mean, you're Loki subbing me though.
how?
You're like, of course you like this kind of song. What does that mean though?
It's on brand for you now. Like
it feels like an insult.
no. See, Karris, this is the thing, right? Just because you have a type and just because I have a type does not mean that it is bad. The point here is like pushback is fine.
Okay.
Like if my thing was I just felt like you dismissed Morravey a bit harshly because
No, it's just not my vibe.
like you
what
were
the
stone
hell?
faced. You didn't even
Yeah, I
smile.
didn't like the song.
No,
Like, that is
now.
so okay. That
No,
is so
now,
okay.
because-
I didn't like the song.
I know. Again, if I dismissed artists, and I've dismissed artists on this show, and you flamed me too for being
Okay,
dismissive.
yeah, okay.
I remember what was that babe's name that I even said I don't next. You were like that was mean. Fair enough. And I said if the song is bad, the song is bad. You flamed me. Do you remember that conversation?
I don't remember.
You don't remember, but you flamed me.
Why would I flame you?
You
for
did now, you
something
were
that's
like-
your opinion.
But you did flame me. This one is on camera. You said I gave Champs a chance and I didn't give her a chance. So I'll leave it in the video.
Yeah, rude.
The song
What
they
the hell?
like the song they actually like. Let's be real. The song is not sweet. Now we can see that sometimes it's okay to don't like a song. Shabba, maybe it will grow on me like Azul, but so far it's alright, Sha. This number 11, you like her, Sha.
Number 11, too hot. It's very similar to his other song, How Far.
Okay.
But I think it's a good start. Like, I mean, yeah, I like it so far. I mean, cause again, if artists take too long before they drop something, I think that could hinder, that performance for the following song. So it's okay.
Do you think Mavo is dropping too many songs too quickly? Do you think there's a middle ground?
To when like he should stop.
There's a middle ground between over dropping too much and not dropping enough, or should he just go with it?
You just never know. Like if you drop a lot, like you never know that one song that you didn't think much of will just be the one blowing. And if you you take your time and then you don't drop enough, I feel as well like it could also hinder you. So you're just better off dropping a lot of songs at the same time and seeing which one.
But which one then do you promote? Because he's going to promote them. Yeah. I would expect him to promote each one. Is there a bad side to dropping, or there's no bad side? Is what I'm asking actually.
I think the good outweighs the bad.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
This is Spyro, Yemi Alade, Yemi Me Lover. This sounds dated.
It sounds like one of our old projects.
This sounds dated. Like this 100%.
Like one of like 14.
But is there anything wrong with an artist just having a style and following their style?
Again, I feel as if like her target audience is not even us. It's not Nigerians.
No, I disagree.
You think it's Nigerians?
Why do we make it seem like Nigerians don't listen to this?
You think Nigerians don't listen to this?
Why wouldn't they?
I haven't just heard so much buzz about it.
Yeah, she doesn't have...
I feel like it'll be more in Cameroon, like other like places that would.
What makes you think that?
Because she does try and promote herself there in other countries in Africa.
And why do you think she's not promoted here?
I just haven't heard. I haven't heard.
Again, I'm asking you.
We spoke about it that last time now about her being blackballed.
That's what she says, but again, I just feel I'm asking because we're making it seem like this is not a Nigerian song. Spyro is on this now. Let's hear what Spyro did on this song, by the way. This is a Nigerian. This is like it's dated, but it's a Nigerian song now. This is literally like Spyro's lane too. Then we have a project by Taves, Isn't It Beautiful? Mm-hmm. This is CWT with Benson from Taves. Funny story, I don't really like listening to Benson. So that week that you emoji made me defend Benson was weird as hell. Captain. Now you are like, oh, I haven't heard from Benson in a long time. Really? Yeah. I don't characteristics there. So I guess we know now. Now I know how to tell without like guessing what Karris likes and what Karris doesn't like. No wala. The Taves project will take a bit of time to listen to that. Is there any other song you want us to talk about?
Rema's new song.
Rema is a snippet now.
It's a snippet, yeah. Movie Star.
You want us to play it? Yes, those are the ones sorry. Those are the ones that Karris is all worked up about. So I know say that Rema jam you go they worked up about that. As I saw it, I was like, can't wait to hear what Karris thinks about this. Is this AI?
Stop it.
Is it real?
Yes.
What kind of bad thing?
Stop.
Can you see how
it gets to a point to a point whereby like what you say is actually very harmful.
I am voicing an opinion.
He's literally like pouring out his feelings to a song.
But he's not pouring.
It's AI.
It's AI, bro.
To say. Like,
bro, just because you are pouring out. Morravey was pouring out her feelings.
I don't like the song. I don't like the song.
Oh,
it's
I
okay.
don't like the way.
Like a song.
So it's not okay when Djaji does not like the way an artist delivers.
You said it was AI. I never
Because
once insulted the song. I
he's
never
not
once
delivering-
insulted the song. You are insulting the song.
That's not insulting now. I'm
you
asking you
said,
if
is
it's
this
AI.
AI? Is a
Yes,
crazy
now.
statement.
Did you hear how he opened this song? Did
He
you hear
has
the like?
vocals.
Oh, but Morravey does not have vocals.
I never said that. Yeah, you are.
So what is the criteria now? Because you're bringing a lot of things I said earlier about Morravey in different phrasing simply because I'm slandering your goat. And I'm not even slandering. I'm just asking, is this AI? Because like, bro, he said, they don't even know my sound. What the fuck is that? Listen to this. What the fuck is that, bro? What the fuck is that?
I pray they drag you.
Let them drag me. Bro, you think I care? I'm telling my own opinion. Like, what the fuck is that?
Drag him.
You know that other trap?
Imagine somebody pouring their soul to a song.
So
right?
why is it that when an artist pours their...
someone pouring their soul to a song, and you could not like the song, that's okay. But for you to say, first of all, you are discrediting the people who wrote the lyrics. If it was him, I'm sorry, maybe it was him. You are discrediting.
Wait till be
people
this.
who
Somebody
produce-
play me Terminator, make I clean my ear.
What are you talking
He's
about?
very talented, but this not my type of song. Just love the
Are
fact
you
that
trying
he's
to
very
justify that
versatile.
people don't like the song as well to make yourself feel better? Because I don't understand. Like, this
I
song is
don't-
okay.
You think the song is okay, and
This
that's
song
fine.
is okay.
I don't think the
You
song
called
is
it
okay.
AI. You called it AI.
I didn't call it AI. I asked a question, and I'm voicing my opinion. And right now, you're making it seem like if I don't like a song, it's a bad thing. I'm allowed to not like a
I
song.
never said that. I never said that.
I'm allowed to
Judge
not
me.
like a song, and I'm allowed to voice it how I want to voice it. That take was not good for Rema. We're not talking about an upcoming guy. This is Rema, bro. That
So
was not good.
Him being vulnerable.
Yeah,
is a
he
bad
can be.
take.
See, miss me with this whole bullshit of an artist being vulnerable. So just because you are vulnerable, we're not allowed to critique the song. Is that what you're saying? Morravey was vulnerable. You didn't like the song. I don't like the song. The take was bad. Simple. And if people disagree with me, that is fine. I don't need people to agree with me. I'm saying what I think. I don't need 1,000 people to agree or disagree. It's what I think.
It's okay not to like a song, Djaji. But I feel like you are discrediting a lot of people by saying that it's AI.
Okay, I also feel like you discredited Morravey when you were stone-faced when she was singing her ass off on that song. And it was fair
not
enough.
Insulting her. I did
I
not
did-
talk about. I did not ask.
You
is
have
this
a feeling
AI?
of how I approach the song.
No,
and I have a
exactly.
feeling of how you approach the song.
Because I was not jamming to the freaking song.
Okay, so because I
Like-
did not think the song was fire, you're coming at
No,
me.
but you had a comment about it. That's
I said, is
different.
it AI? I'm allowed to ask
And then
if
you
it's
just
AI.
said, miss me with the bullshit about this whole
Because you
being
came at
vulnerable.
me because like he's pouring his heart out, I shouldn't critique the song. Is that what you're saying? Because an artist pours that. There are a million artists who pour their hearts out on music and you don't know who the fuck they are.
So what is the issue with the song that you don't like?
It's not good. He didn't approach his delivery, even though what he's saying might be substantive. How he's saying it, that's the whole point of music. It's not always about what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. And how he said it did not sound sweet.
How should he have said it?
I'm not the one in the studio here. I'm the
I mean,
one
they must
talking
have.
about the song.
I mean, she must have an opinion of what of how you think he should have said it.
I love this, but Rema does not have originality.
Is that your own opinion?
I'm just reading people's opinions. Since
Do
you
you
said
write- do you
since you
write
prayed,
that next week?
I want this to be on record that Karris called for them to drag me. So when the day that Karris said something I don't agree and I say they should drag her, nobody will say that me I'm being mean.
Don't drag me.
No wala. No wala. Any other song?
Let me check.
This is a very fiery. I love this energy. I love it. Now this guy be the main person will
Black
destroy
Drums.
Afrobeat. It's a deluxe now. It's just like a re-up of the album that already came out.
KCEE.
Oh yeah.
ED bad.
Karris, which hit song did Casey have?
You stop it. You just asked me that.
What was the name? What's the name of the song?
Again.
What's the name of the song,
What's his name,
Karris?
bruh?
I'm just buying time for me. I queued it now.
His latest song is called ED Bad, featuring Olamide.
What was Olamide's last hit?
I don't know.
I know that you're not listening to. You've never listened to Olamide's song,
I
but
have. I think he has some like
bangers.
hit songs that I might have listened to in the past.
Okay. At least you listen to some of them.
But he mostly sings or raps in Yoruba, right? Yeah. Oh, we forgot crayon.
This is high life.
Forgot crayons.
It's a freestyle now.
So we can just talk about it though.
You can talk about it. You can talk about it.
I like it.
Who remembers when I say you can talk about it? Like crayon, right?
Real though, yeah, crayon.
Freestyle.
Cool.
What did he say?
It wasn't Igbo. Like what? It wasn't Igbo.
But you liked it. What did you like?
It was a good
What
beat.
did,
Let me play.
Let's play this KCEE song first. Weekend 2 Coachella, Davido performed once again.
Yep.
Last week we had a brief conversation about how we were speculating how much they got paid, and we need to fact check. So I said Davido may have gotten paid more, and from what little research is or what data is available to us, it might not be the case. So from reports, it seems like Davido's fee might be around $50,000 for the stage he's performing at. Maybe, we don't know.
Because it's a smaller stage.
Yeah, so he's not main stage. Apparently, Justin Bieber was the highest paid Coachella performer ever. He got like $10 million. So the rumor is that Thames and Wizkid could have been paid anywhere in the region of
1 to 2 million.
Okay. So I still think that number is crazy. Like, the disparity between the gulf between those two numbers is a little crazy for me to say, but from the facts available to us, it seems that Wizkid and Thames most likely got paid way more than Davido. But and what's backing it up is, like, I think Cardi B had come out a while ago to say that she performed at a similar stage and got like, is it 70K or 90K? But she did that to get her leg up in the industry, get that audience, get that fan base. And I think I'm throwing this to you. Would it be better for you to perform a lot of your catalog on a smaller set like that, or be on the big stage?
Of course, be on the bigger stage, but I don't think he could have been the main artist. I mean, he
no, which is better, in terms of what happened for
Davido? Is that
for
what you mean?
Davido and for Thames? Which position would you like to have been in?
I'll say Thames. I mean, I'll say like Justin Bieber's stage, because I feel like he just gets a different crowd. People that probably bought tickets for Davido's concert specifically are I would assume are African Americans, like that demographic. And I feel like obviously people will come in, and just see what it's about, because it is Coachella at the end of the day. But I feel like Justin Bieber was the main act, and he has a wide audience. So you're touching like because even from
but would they care about him?
Even from...
Or would they care about those... Would they care enough to go in?
But they did... Okay, people did say that, I have never heard of Wizkid before. I've never heard of Thames before.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
So I think it brings publicity, and I think it's better to be on a stage like Justin Bieber's stage, because it's a wider audience. So from my opinion,
what I understand, sometimes I definitely agree with you and get what you're saying. I also think, though, that sometimes it is better to work your way up stages. We've definitely seen situations where artists get to that main stage level and the stage is too big for them. Obviously, this is not the case for Thames and Wizkid, because it's not like they're headlining it. They're basically guests. But I think it's not necessarily... I'll stand in the middle here and say it's not necessarily a bad thing for Davido to do, because if he's trying to build a crowd, and this is like coming off of, I think he's done shows in Atlanta. He did like an American leg of the tour, and now you're doing a stage at Coachella. You're slowly chipping away at that market in a consequential way, because those people are also coming for you. They're getting to hear a lot of your music, and a bunch of them will go a bit more as your fans. It's definitely not the same as being on the main stage, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a step in the right direction for Davido.
Yeah, and would you compare Davido's success to Thames and Wizkid's success?
Not Thames, but not Thames at present.
How about Wizkid?
It's a bit harder to say, because Wizkid is not, to me, and I'm not in the streets of America, so I can't really know. But you can start to draw lines when you see people say things about Rema. And I would like to think that Rema is younger, more hip, more well known than even Wizkid or Davido. And if Americans are saying who is Rema, then I don't think the gap between a Wizkid and Davido, if there is a gap to the American audience, is that big. And I think that what Davido is doing is even more consequential because you're touring in America. He has American background, and when Davido dropped an album, for example, when he goes to America, he does the media rounds. He was on, what's the name of this podcast? Anyway, he does a bunch of American media, so he's very deliberate in how he's approaching his American rollout, which I'm not seeing from Wizkid. Wizkid is kind of like, I'll drop it, I'm him, whatever happens. So it's harder to tell, but I don't think the gap is that wide. Thames, on the other hand, is just a different level of brand than this guy, than either of them.
Wizkid or Davido, yeah.
Yeah, she's a different kind of brand, but all of them are Tyla's sons when it really comes to it. I'm sorry, like
I'm crying.
She's the biggest out
2
of all.
Grammys, bro.
I don't know if it's by Grammys, but because the Grammys too, she's not an Afrobeats artist.
Doesn't matter. Like she got 2 Grammys.
Why are you getting a Grammy in the Afrobeats? Go into pop. Go and win with Billie Eilish.
That's what the song is about. It's a pop song.
Go and win with Billie Eilish. That's when we'll know.
She could.
She won't.
Currently.
She's not as big as Billie Eilish.
It's not about who is as big. But
so what is the criteria?
Categories.
What is the criteria?
They'll play a song now for the Grammys of which song of.
So it's
person.
politics.
No, I'm saying that.
What is it?
I'm saying. Let me land. For Billie Eilish, she has no current song that I would say that will top 8. Like she has no current song right now that if they put this song.
But they give her a Grammy from 2 years ago. That was even what people were talking about. That she put a song the previous year, it didn't win. Then she put it the following year, which was last year's Grammys, and she won. Yeah. I mean, like Tyla should go and be competing with them, Billie Eilish. Those are her mates. That's the style of music that she's in. She's not an Afrobeat artist. She's not making music with. She's not making Waje's flavored music. She's making like pop. So let her go into the pop categories. Let's see if Sony will pull the strings and give her the Grammy.
At the same time, I also just believe that Davido is trying a different approach. Like he's trying to act like he's a smaller artist.
How? Talk about
it. With the smaller stage, most people like him, like now Wizkid, I feel like there's a lot of pride inside it. That like, oh, I can't do this because of
we forgot someone, right? Burna. If we were talking about like how big Burna is, definitely way bigger than.
I think it's bigger than all of them.
Yeah. Americans know Burna Boy.
His whole album was crazy.
Like how big I knew, like when I knew Burna was big was that Americans took time out to boycott him. Then I was like, nah, this niggas know him. Yeah. So Burna is different level. But sorry, you were saying Wizkid is taking, Davido is taking the new act approach.
I think he's just taking it. Yes, I think he
shouldn't he?
No, he should.
So
he should, because at the same time, as we said in previous episodes, I believe that most Americans never used to listen to his songs. It was just mostly Nigerians, and I think Davido songs.
I always, whenever you bring this up, I will always bring the 2 songs that I know that people heard that were big over there.
I'm talking about his.
If and for were big
in general, like it's mostly the Nigerian crowd that resonates more with it.
In the States?
No, in the world, like it's mostly Nigerians that resonate more with the song.
But he had 2 big songs in the States.
I understand that, but I'm saying that his normal crowd is. I would say like if now he has a concert in Atlanta, I would assume that his normal crowd will be mostly Nigerians.
Are you assuming or are you backing this?
I'm assuming.
Why are you assuming that for him?
I'm saying that now he's now trying to like gets a different demographic.
Diverse crowd.
Yes, so now he's now like that's why like.
Is that done through the crowd or through the music?
I don't think his music is really changing though. Or has changed. Maybe he has a new project coming up that we can tell. That we'll be able to tell, but for now, the songs still sound very nice.
I don't think he wants to change the sound because when he first signed his international deal, that he dropped Son of Mercy, which was him trying to bridge that gap. It didn't land well, and even he admitted that he the label wanted him to play that game. It didn't work, and he's not playing that game anymore.
I remember when he tried to like sound a bit. I would say sound a bit like American, but the songs that he did with Lil Baby.
Oh.
Didn't Lil Baby? No, don't you remember the song?
That's the album that he had Nicki on.
I think so. Yeah. And then
Okay, this is after what I'm talking about.
He didn't do so well, and even Lil Baby apparently did not like the song as well. So you know. What are you saying?
No worry. But yeah, I thought you would have brought it up by now. But he was backstage with Tyla. You had a lot of things to say about that. You want to say them?
Okay, so obviously there's a clip going around with Tyla and Davido, and when they saw each other, they were talking, and I guess along the line they had a TikTok video promoting her song. I personally believe that I can only assume that the conversation was like her saying, "Oh, so do you hate me? Like I saw what people did to me with the Grammy and he's like, "No, it was all good. We're all good, bro." Like, I believe, but at the same time,
she called him a legend.
That's what I'm saying. So I believe that she also does. I believe that she respects him still. Like I don't believe
Why
that.
Wouldn't she?
I never said she shouldn't. I'm trying to land. God damn.
I will not let you rest, Karris. I will not let you rest.
Anyways.
But yeah.
I find it ironic because when Davido lost the Grammy, everyone knew how upset he was about it, rightfully so, because Tyla did win a Grammy that was not even in her genre, right? Like that song that she put up there was not supposed to be there. Am I right?
Why look at me? Say what you're saying now.
So I just believe that Davido has some form of animosity, and also it doesn't sit well with me that Chief Priest Cubana went on her Instagram or somebody's Instagram that had Tyla's video and was like industry plant. So I can only imagine why Davido is doing this now. Maybe trying to build her good graces, maybe try and get a song with her, maybe try and just make it clear that there's no beef, because on Twitter they were flaming Davido. Like, what is he doing?
Tigers.
No,
that's what her
not even
fans are
tigers.
called.
Like just normal people. They were like.
That's what you guys are called because you're
like she collected 2 Grammys from you. What are you doing there?
That's Davido fans were flaming him.
Yeah, but that's like a very prideful thing that we Nigerians would do, because we're like, oh, if you took something from us, don't go and praise them. So, what do you think?
Do you think it's hypocritical, because isn't the whole reason allegedly why the big three have beef is because of the fans? Like, fans keep instigating it.
Yeah.
Or is it that they keep instigating it and one or some of the parties have not personalized that instigation? And maybe there's an age difference now. They're not mates.
I get that, but I also just feel like,
see, the way where I would think is different is that Davido would be looking at her like his little sister. Like, she's probably 17 years younger than him. Tyla is
how old is Davido?
35 or so.
What?
What did you think Davido was? 30. Davido that sang back when I was in SS1 or what? Davido is like,
I didn't know he
how
was
do you think
that
Drake
age.
is?
32.
Drake is like 38.
What? That entering the 40s.
That's what I said last week, that these niggas are pushing 40 now. Nicki is pushing 40 now.
What? Okay, she's not yet 40.
Davido is 33.
Bro, you called him 35.
33, 35. It's 2 years.
No,
Drake is 30.
Shit, bro. Not the
Drake
same
is
thing.
39.
Okay, fair enough, but Drake's one I can understand though.
No, yeah, you just want to understand.
I can though.
Nicki Minaj is guess how old she is?
39.
43.
Who?
Okay, now
Who?
we there.
Nicki Minaj?
No, me.
She's 43.
Okay, now
Are you
I think
serious?
people are your mates. Anyway, so yeah, I think he just sees Tyla as like his little sister. She's coming up and she's big. She's her, Burna, maybe Rema, biggest Nigerian acts. So he doesn't want to play the wrong game. Yeah. I feel like Burna and Tyla are just they're in a different pop sphere. I don't know. Thames' sphere is very influential, but it's not like your face, I'm a pop star, I'm a pop star. It's more like, I'm just here, I'm influential, I'm cool, I don't need to do too much, which leans into a brand that maybe Wizkid has tried to cultivate. But it doesn't always work out the same for different artists. But yeah, I don't think there's any
I
harm.
just feel as if like Wizkid is so laid back,
And Wizkid has seen a lot now.
but it's not affecting his career. Like how laid back he is.
Maybe he doesn't care. Maybe
he's content.
and maybe he has deals and things that we will never be privy to.
Sure. Don Jazzy recently had an interview with Olushola Olaleye on the Echo podcast. So they spoke about how like his journey, his humble beginnings, him being relevant over time, and Olushola had asked, "How do you scout?"
For somebody like Ayra, there was a space for a teenage Afrobeat superstar from Nigeria that we want to make sure becomes global. So it was very intentional. And immediately I saw her, I was like, this is it.
How do you scout?
Oh, she posted on Instagram and I saw it. For her, actually, I reached out to one of these young Gen Z ladies that I follow on the internet, that everybody said I like to follow people. But anyway, I reached out to one of them. I said, hello, I might not be able to come to like people's schools and things like that to find some of the talents that people have. In your school or in your circle of friends, you don't have people that can sing, that, all your friends know that the person can sing and this one, this one, this one. He said, hey, in my school we have some people, this one, this one, this one. She sent a couple of Instagram pages of some people that, look at them. And listen, I looked at them, I said, okay, fine, they're not bad. I'll keep watching them to see how they even move on the social media space. And luckily for me, one of those days, she now saw a video where Ayra was freestyling and sent it to me.
I believe that the method he used in scouting was good in terms of like.
Oh, now I remember the conversation we had.
close.
Better have that conversation though. No, let's have it. Like, we'll be measured, but we need to have it. Let me say what Karris' problem actually was.
No, don't paraphrase.
Don Jazzy had said that he found Ayra through one of the younger influencers in his network that he follows. I think he asked her to send some people, and then he did his scouting thing. Now, you had a particular problem, and I want you to say what that problem is, please.
Okay. So my particular problem was first of all I love the fact that like he was able to get somebody close to him to scout basically, and it's just a new way of scouting for new artists. So I definitely understand that. My problem was he had mentioned that he follows one of these Gen Z girls and all, and that was how and from that he messaged the person that do you know anybody in your school that sings, and basically Ayra was recommended. He saw a freestyle from her and that was just what it was. I personally did not like the way it came across, because you saying that why are you so familiar with somebody that is a Gen Z, but at the same time I could understand because you're trying to scout, but
then how do you stay tapped in if you don't have young friends?
I understand, but if
also Gen Z is 1996, so like 96, 97, so anybody that's like 30 below.
Gen Z is what?
Yes.
Nah, let me check.
Also, Don Jazzy is
How old is
43,
Jazzy?
just for the record.
43.
Yes.
Really? He seems older.
Why?
He looks older.
So Gen Z, often called Zoomers, cohort born roughly between 97 and 2012.
Wow, really?
Yeah, what did you think Gen Z meant?
Are you Gen Z?
I like to come. But apparently our term is millennial because I'm 96. But like, we're border town. Like yeah.
All right, cool.
Uh-huh.
So I
still think your problem is valid though, because Don Jazzy is 43. And to find Ayra is what? 23?
24.
24. Music industry is a young man's
It's not an issue
sport.
how he scouted for her. Like, I mean, it's not really an issue that he started for someone
Also,
too young.
can I collect some heat? I don't think that's how he found Ayra, by the way. With what Ayra has said about her mom, and how everybody in her family are artists, I don't think that's how.
Like with the young video of her like walking down in a movie set.
Yeah,
or
even adding
something.
more context. I don't think that's how he found her.
How do you think he found her?
I don't know. I just think that's a cover story. I think she's been, her mom understands the music business. Like, you've seen the clips now where she talked about like how she didn't want to move to Lagos, and her mom was like, all the big artists live in Lagos. Like, her mom was very intentional. Like, all her siblings
Yeah, it just
make
seems
music.
so coincidental that like he just found her on Instagram.
I think that's just a cover story.
Yeah.
We've seen, and we're going to talk about Rema a bit about this when we talk about Rema's backstory. Rema has a Channels interview from when he was 14. So there are very few people who just stumble into the music industry. It's a very deliberate industry to get into. Even sometimes people don't believe that Bieber was just freestyling. I mean, even someone like Billie Eilish, for example, Billie wasn't just freestyling in her room. Her parents are like people who have been in Hollywood for a while. It could be that is actually how he found Ayra, but I just don't buy it. Back to what you're saying though, do you still feel like it's sketchy? Is it sketchy? I just think like if you want to be tapped in, you have to keep young friends, and the best place to find talent is in unis, because that's at a period in their life where they don't have much responsibilities. And in order to play this game kinda, you need to not have certain baggage that comes when you're a bit older. Once you pass 25, mentally that baggage just kind of switches on.
How did he find Rema though? I mean, he said that he had some.
From what I know, it's his brother, the Prince, that found Rema.
Mm-hmm.
But Rema, from what we can see, Rema has been grinding. Like him and Alpha P. Do you know who Alpha P is? Well, him and Alpha P were in a group prior to all of this. Like Rema has been singing. Like I said, Channels, I think, interviewed him when he was 14. So he's always been like a child prodigy. And we'll talk more about Rema in the later on when we do like a bit of context on his background.
Mm-hmm.
But is there anything else on that?
Let's leave it on that.
Okay. Ayra Starr went on Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah.
And I'm going to post the clip last week where I said I don't understand why she keeps getting styled that way. And then she was styled in a particular way. What do we think? What do we think, first of all, about her performance and her interview?
I liked her performance.
Okay.
I think it was really cute.
Okay.
Really cute, yeah. Her dressing was very... it's... a lot of things just went wrong with the dressing, but I don't want to state specifically what it was, but
We
she
have to
could
kind
have
of be
styled.
specific though.
I didn't like the red underwear. I didn't like the outfit as a whole, because if you saw what Thames wore when she went for the Jennifer Hudson show, she wore this really nice slim-fitted multicolored dress, and she has body, so regardless of whatever she wears, her body will always show. So she looks very beautiful in it. I just feel like she could have been covered a bit more, just a bit. Like there could have been some transparency in the legs, but maybe the top part, like from her thigh, like her high thigh should have been covered a bit, or just something different. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't just a fan of it.
Last week I said some comments,
Mm-hmm.
even though I asked it as a question, and I'm happy you've brought up Thames. Now, I'm not a lady.
Mm-hmm.
Never. I don't know what it's like being a young girl.
You
So
don't identify as a lady.
I'm not a lady.
That's
Whether
what
I
I said.
identify or not,
You
that's a
don't
different
identify
thing.
as
I am
a-
not a woman. So, there is something though about how you're presented.
Yes.
And consistently she has been presented a certain way, and I'm so happy that there are other artists who are presented in ways, And how you're presented is how you're going to be perceived. And I'll say this, for someone who's on a major international management label, they're not presenting her like a superstar to me. It's not giving it's not giving magnitude, it's not giving gravitas, it's just giving what is giving. I'm not educated, I'm not a stylist, I don't know, I could be wrong. But so far, if people are saying something, maybe you should start listening to what they're saying. And people have been talking about her dressing for a while now. And if she's trying something new, I think she may have outgrown whatever phase she's in. And I just feel like she can be presented more elegantly. And that's what I see when I see Thames. Thames is always elegant. I don't see that right now with Ayra. And I know that she can embody.
I don't think she has to like dress like Thames.
No, I'm definitely
or
not
even
saying
elegant in some way, because Tyla does not dress elegantly.
Elegance. Let me because words are important. So what does elegant mean?
Yeah.
Elegant, graceful, and stylish in appearance or manner. So it's not like it's not good or bad. It's just like there should be a level of just sophistication, or just like you're a big. I don't know. I'm not the right person for this, but I just know what my eyes can see. And right now, they're not seeing the way I think she should be portrayed.
Yeah.
The interview, like I said, she said Hannah Montana was a big inspiration for her. She wanted to be Hannah Montana. I think she said she met Miley Cyrus backstage at the, like, she was like, oh, Hannah Montana. And then she was like,
she sort of like spoke about Rihanna as well.
What'd she say about Rihanna?
I think she said that she just looks up to her, basically.
I mean, we've heard that before. Well, yeah, she said like Rihanna coming where she's coming from, and to be the star, she gave her flowers. The one that was interesting, like I said, was her breaking down her family, how her sister's a DJ, her younger brother helped her write like her first album. He's an artist as well. So each of her siblings are also in the music industry, which, like, kudos to her mom. Must not have been easy. I saw this clip about are men more driven to art?
The explanation for why are there no great women artists, okay, the feminist explanation always is women have been held back. Soon we'll have the great female Michelangelo. Soon we'll have the female Leonardo, and so on and so on. And I'm saying, okay, all right, in my argument in Sexual Personae, okay, is that, okay, women don't need art, okay, and the mania of art making to exist. There are important women artists, okay, but I do not meet that many compulsive, obsessive-driven women, okay, who have to defend and define their own identities, okay, by creating something else, an object, okay. Most women I know are perfectly content to live, okay. They see reality for what it is, okay, and they are centered in reality. They have their own sense of identity. From the moment they menstruate, they know they're women, okay.
Are men more driven to create art? We'll play it. Obviously, the audience has seen it. What do you think? What in essence is saying that a man's identity is more tied to purpose, which pushes them to strive for certain things, and that women are not necessarily, like what she said was so poignant that Karris has been moved to tears. But like, women are not driven by the same dynamic. Do you agree? Do you think that's not a good analysis?
So I haven't really done as much research, but I would say that
from your experience as a woman, do you have males? Do you have a brother? You have a brother. Would you say like your identities are defined the same way? Obviously, we'd be generalizing.
No.
Or in your experience with like guys, do guys do things for their own ego that always strike you as like, why would you do that?
Do you think that men do that for women? Like they do certain things for women?
As a nigga, yeah, I feel like niggas do everything for how women perceive them. I feel like for most men, 85 to 95% of the things they do is because of how, like, will it get me more ladies?
You think men are women driven?
100%, yeah. What do you think? Do you think men are driven by other men? No.
I would believe so.
No.
If somebody is very successful, wouldn't you say, yeah, I want to be as successful as that person?
To get women. I don't think most men go through life thinking about like, oh, are my niggas going to think this is cool?
I've heard that more. Exactly. Like, I hear men say that more often that, would my guys approve?
Of what?
For if example, a girl comes, for instance, to your crib, a man would think, will my guys approve more than...
If a girl comes to his crib?
Yeah, sometimes a man
what
would
kind
think,
of gay nigga is that? Bro, there's no niggas that would say that, oh, a guy, like, a girl is coming and I'm like, why would I have a problem with that? Those are some weird niggas. I don't know those niggas. Those niggas are weird.
Djaji,
those niggas are weird then. Maybe I deal with a small section of niggas.
Can I speak?
See, this is what I'll say. Okay. Maybe the type of guys I relate with are
women-centered.
Why shouldn't we be women-centered?
No, it's a question.
We should be women-centered. Women are so
awesome. Because it's the same way when I write, I talk about how women are men-centered. Like, so I'm trying to understand you. You are proudly
I'm always surprised when women.
You are women-centered. I'm just asking a question. You are women-centered. It's okay. Yes or no? Like, it's okay.
Calm down.
Are you calm?
Calm down first, because first of all, things are definitely a lot more. Life is not black and white, right? Mm-mm. But we're asking about reputation, about status, right? Mm-hmm. And success. Mm-hmm. If my friends think, oh, Djaji has 2K in his account, or Djaji has 100K in his account, I'm going to look at him differently. Like if Tyla looks, this is what I'm saying, because we did talk about success, about having money, having a good apartment. If Tyla looks at me less because I have 1K in my account right now and I have $1 million, that's not my friend. Exactly, but that's not my friend. But if a woman were to think of me like that, I'd be like, oh, fair enough. Like, I don't have any problems with that. But for my friends cannot look at me based on what I have financially. Like, all of those things, those are not why we're friends. We're friends because our friendship is deeper than that. Our friendship is based on who I am as a person, looking out for each other, all of those things. But, like, my financial status is what I would think women would judge me by. Whether I have a car, whether I'm comfortable, whether I have enough money to take care of her, to take her on a nice date, all of those things. For my guys, those are not the things that come into frame for why we're friends. Eh? Those are women that we're talking about now. How do I really believe in female friends like that? Do I really believe in female friends like that?
You believe that men still want to fuck their female friends? I mean, you just said right now that you don't believe in female friends. So, what do you like? Is that like what you think?
I think female friends is a very complex thing. I think it's very hard for you to be friends with the opposite gender that you're attracted to and you just want to be friends. Colleagues are different. But friends, I think friendship is a major component of a relationship anyway. So once you're attracted to that person, I think that the chances of, if we're friends, if opposite gender are friends and they're attracted to each other, you people are playing with each other. Because first of all, to maintain a relationship requires friendship. You can't retain a relationship just based off of sex anyway. You have to be friends with each other.
I think.
Do you think a relationship, let me flip it. Do you think a relationship is sustained only by sex?
No.
Friendship is there.
Yes.
So once, to me, if you're of the opposite gender, unless you're not attracted to that person, if you guys are friends, somewhere, somehow, unless one party is not attracted to the other person, then the nigga or the babe is just being carried along. That's what I think.
I think one thing you did say was that, like, a lot of things men do is for women.
I believe so.
Right. I also just feel as if, like, your childhood must have made you have that kind of thought.
How so?
how you were brought up, maybe in schools and classes, there must have been, it must have been like a thing whereby most things boys
You
did back
said
then.
again context.
Mm-hmm.
You said success and wealth, right? Success and wealth are status. It's showing the world, look at me, I'm this great guy. Those are not things you use to bring friends. That's why people, when they have status and fame, they have a tough time making friends because they only come to them for those things.
So what does a woman come to you for?
Again, status is not what you build friendship of.
Okay.
Friendship is built off of knowing a person, knowing who that person really is, vulnerability. Those things aren't built off of, if you're wealthy, like that's not how you attract it. And the easiest example of that is that when someone is wealthy and successful, they have a very hard time maintaining those kind of relationships because the fear or the whatever is just that you're only here because of X or Y. That's why successful people have prenups and divorces are what they are when people are successful. I'm not trying to be idealistic. I'm just saying what the world is for what it is. We can be idealistic, but then you ask yourself, why is it that successful people, every time they get divorced, and then the divorce becomes an issue over money? If they really loved each other, it wouldn't be about the money, would it?
Okay, I think you're kind of going into something. I asked you a question, like,
No, you were asking me about my childhood.
not necessarily. I was trying to make a point, but you stopped.
You
me
are
midway.
now you're either asking or you're assuming about my childhood.
I was assuming, but I was.
Why
but
would
I
you
hadn't
assume
landed
about my
though.
childhood?
I hadn't landed though. You had just started speaking about.
Yeah,
Something
because
else.
why are you assuming about my childhood? Did you
I
experience it with me?
No, but I was assuming. All you can say is no. I never experienced that.
Would you allow me assume about your childhood?
I would not mind. All I have to do.
I
is
feel like
debunk
that's
the
a bit.
idea.
I feel like it's a bit intrusive to not ask someone about their childhood unless you've
Okay, yeah, I
experienced
should
it.
have asked you,
Yeah,
like,
I feel
okay.
like it's just
Fair enough.
yeah.
I was.
Well,
mostly-
Afrobeats most essential. We're in the therapy session. Let's dig into it. If you were to talk about my childhood, though,
No, it's okay.
there is one thing that maybe is formative on that, but I'll still maintain that for true friendship doesn't happen through status and wealth. It's nearly impossible.
That is true, but you said that like when you're successful, all you would want to do is like show it off to women, like, or like successful or yeah, when you're and like you have gotten a certain level of wealth.
Having a certain level of wealth, and now I remember, having a certain level of wealth to show off is to attract women, not to attract men.
But do you?
And I think that's what
so
you're-
only like that's the only thing men think about.
And I think now I've gotten it. Where did we start this conversation?
Artistry.
Yeah, are men more driven to purpose, right? Because, again, I could be wrong, but a lot of what, in my experience, women seem to be attracted to men by is their status and their whatever. Their status, the fact that they have drive, the fact that they're seeking purpose. That is how men are just wired. Women talk about how women are wired. This is how men are kind of wired. You have to get a job, be successful, be a role model because you're the head of the house. That is what makes you seem like a credible leader. So when you are successful, when you've accumulated wealth as a man, you're not trying to attract other men. Go and make your own wealth. When you're successful, yes, your family, you're the head of your family, sure. Like one of the things I want to do is just to ensure like I can take my parents on vacation, definitely. But I'm not trying to attract more men. I have enough friends. Like, why am I trying to attract more men? I'm not attracted. I want.
How about connections?
Oh, those are people who probably is like what we were saying off camera with Tunde Onakoya. When you enter those echelons, and sometimes people talk about it, all this hustle porn that we see on Instagram. When you become a millionaire, you want to make billionaire friends. So if you were to take a leg up, you're trying to reach somebody who is a bit higher than you. Not me. I'm not speaking for me, but like when you get to that level, you're trying to bring people on who are going to do more things for you. Because if you're bringing niggas that don't have anything, you have to provide for them too now. That's what the expectation becomes. Oh, you have XYZ. Why should we? Even if they don't say explicitly, they might say implicitly. And then you have a bunch of people that you're carrying. And then what happens if you hit a downturn? All of them leave. I'm not saying these are things that have happened. When you're successful as a man,
I would say that like the people who you bring, let's say like you had friends who were not so good financially, and then you brought them up.
My friends, before I'm up, those are my friends.
No, you're up, and then wait. Okay, let's say like you are getting there, and then you have friends who are not so. You have friends who are not so good financially. Are you saying that like when you get to that certain level, you won't be trying? You will not bring them up with you? Is that what you're trying to say? Because it's like too much baggage.
My friends, these are my friends we're talking about.
Right.
I would do everything for my friends, but at a certain level, I have to say no.
No, and then you now said that if the money goes, they will go as well.
Definitely.
What makes you think that they will go if they saw you from nothing?
Those are my friends. Those are the people I'm talking about. But like people that come after that,
I'm so
people
confused.
that come again, I said when you're wealthy, you're not trying to attract more men.
Okay.
So if I have $1 billion, I'm not trying to bring on more people. Because when I bring them on, I have to take care of them, their expectations. I have business.
I understand that, yes.
Don Jazzy said it now that
I understand that.
I
yes.
can't even tell my friends no. Because they're like, you're Don Jazzy. And he's like, bro, I just sent someone 10 million naira. So what happens when Don Jazzy hits, it's a recession right now. Okay, business is a little slow. You not tell them no. They're not going to take it that, Don Jazzy is having a hard time. They're going to take it that, how can he tell me no? They're not going to have that empathy for you. You do realize people don't have a lot of empathy for wealthy people. If you were to see Dangote today and you present a business plan to him and he says no, you think Dangote has the money to give you. You're not going to think that, Dangote has a daughter in uni, he has XYZ, he's dealing with his own problems. No, you're going to think of you. And that's just, unfortunately, how human beings are wired. So if you have reached a certain level, if they're not your friends, they're not your friends. And the crux of this is you're not trying to attract. I don't think niggas are trying to attract more niggas. They're trying to attract more babes when they have money. The whole status thing is not for men. It might show them that I'm better than you, but it's definitely not to make them be more attracted to you, unless they're gay, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, we got very, very, very sidetracked. This is to one.
Let's go into. Oh my God, we should have touched on Lil Wayne Coachella.
Yeah, Lil Wayne does his annual nobody cares about me anymore thing. He did it last year when they did
Super Bowl.
Yeah, that they did not invite him for Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And he's done it this year and I like
He said, and I quote, "It's truly a humbling experience when events like Coachella and the Grammys come around. And like clockwork, I'm uninvited and uninvolved. I appreciate my position or space I hold in your hearts and mind. If so, because your humbling experience that timeless." Oh my God, this English. "And mind, if so, because you're the humbling experience that's timeless. And for that, I thank you." He said the word, learn to shit. I ain't shit without you. He said it together, so I was like confused. Yeah. I got to mix up. Yeah.
People now say it's cringe, which they are doing to Davido, but it's like, what do you want? Do you want the person to win, or do you want to call the person for not winning? For Wayne's own is just that he fell off and he needs to quit the drugs.
If he had like I think he did.
He's dropped albums now.
If he had songs that like were topping charts.
It's not about songs with Wayne. His performances are poor. He's forgetting lyrics. He's not a performer. You can't. Can you put Wayne and Beyonce in the same breath?
Yeah.
Wayne and Beyonce are peers. She's in her 40s. She's had 2 kids. Or is it 2?
No.
3. Right. She's had 3 kids and she's dancing her ass off and choreography and fireworks and all of that.
She was giving it her all.
Yes.
He's not. I think
Yes.
he's very laid back, and then
Because of the drugs
as well
That's
have contributed to his performances and how he just like does things in general. I have a good one to start with. Should we talk about it?
What do you want to talk about?
Speed being a spy.
So Speed did his Africa tour, which I had me and you fought on that topic. I remember where we were talking about kids coming out to see him. But yeah, Speed did his Africa tour early this year in Nigeria. At least he celebrated his 21st.
Not this year, last year.
It was early this year. See this one. Yes, now he did New Year's. He came here January.
Yeah.
That he did his birthday. Now he's announced the Caribbean leg of the
His
tour.
tour.
But I don't know
So
how he got
excited.
back in the news. Was it because of Seun Kuti?
Do you mean Nigerian news?
Yes.
Yes.
So what did Seun Kuti say? We'll play you the clip.
A connection we don't make. You can't know the deals they are making behind the scenes. You can't know the people they are talking to behind the scenes. You just think they're coming to talk to you. But they have agenda. They all have their agenda. After Speed, I Show Speed has been in. I thought I was going to meet I Show Speed. The promoters call me. The producers of the tour call me. People will follow him. Hey, want to see you. Want you to be. I agree. I thought there is a no call me again. I was wondering. This guy not even my friend. I don't want to mention name. He don't call me again. They don't come shrine again. What is why they do like this? I can't message him. He don't answer me. After the whole thing, he can't they send me some message. Well, you know, people concern me too much. I Show Speed. I don't Show Speed. I didn't really mind. Okay, I let it go. Fine. Only to find out day before yesterday that Elon Musk was the one that sponsored that whole thing to know where in satellite. That's why they want to go bush and corner to know where in satellites they don't reach for Africa.
You seem to believe Seun Kuti
That Elon Musk sponsored the whole thing.
orchestrated it.
I just feel as if like he's upset about the fact that he did not get Miss Speed, and he's not trying to like cut again. You know that his dad was very opinionated, so I think he's just trying to like say okay because like he didn't see me and there's a reason, there's something deeper inside that thing. Because I don't think it's that deep for him to want to come and explore Nigeria. But at the same time, I do understand Elon Musk wanting to test out the satellite and all.
Two things, right? I think Elon wanted to see how well Starlink would do in regions, but I don't think it's as far as like some big.
It's not as far. I
But
think it's documented though.
but
For research.
and this is something Kanye has said, and I do have to say it in this context as well. When you see people, whenever you see someone on TV, ask who is backing that person and what there is to be gained. So with every personality, every big PR thing, you must always apply a certain level of skepticism. So for me, where the skepticism gets a bit tricky is that he did come to Africa and he did showcase a lot of
Rural areas.
rural areas, a lot of culture, a lot of history about Africa, which Elon, who is actually an extremist,
He's even South African.
he's an extremist. Somebody who is saying that South African government is an apartheid regime. How can, like, Elon is an extremist, and I used to be a fan of him. But, like, at the end of the day, was he trying to test Starlink? Maybe. I don't think it's like a grand conspiracy of like, but it does go to the fact that the plug, they didn't do a good job with the Nigerian leg of the tour, and that was my own beef. I don't know what Seun
Like
Kuti's
who didn't do a good job?
the plug.
The plug. What is the plug?
The plug is an entertainment company owned by Issa Asika and Bizo Osikoya.
They didn't do what exactly?
They didn't do a good job handling the Nigerian leg of the tour.
Okay, so they were the ones in charge of handling
Yeah.
how he will come
So
and everything.
I think Expedia sponsored Speed's tour, but you know when you go to each country, you have a different. So like in different countries, you could see how important and how well they handled. Yes, and in Nigeria, it just did not seem like they handled it well.
He was a bit disorganized.
Yeah.
Like the first one, and I'm sorry to diverse a bit. When he first went to the market, that was like something that could have been done, but maybe a smaller market, and maybe I don't really know. Going to the market is kind of crazy in Nigeria. Like, he couldn't even come out of the store, so he went there for no reason. I went back to his car, so it was just a bit,
Yeah.
you know.
Then earlier this week, I saw some, or during the weekend, late last week, I saw something about a rape convention, about a Telegram group that was training people on how to rape women and how to scout them and all of that. And it seemed pretty concerning to me. So I sent it to you, and you did a bit of research. So what were you able to find?
Okay, so in March 2026, CNN published a months-long investigation into a website and Telegram chat teaching men how to drug and sexually assault their wives and partners, zeroing in on a pornographic website called motherless.com and now defunct Telegram group called ZZ. What the Telegram group actually was, inside the community, members traded advice on how to drug their partners. Videos used tags like passed out and eye check, where men film themselves lifting the closed eyelids of women to show they are asleep or sedated, with some videos surpassing 50,000 views. The 62 million figure, this is where it gets distorted. It went viral as well, and in February 2026, it was not 62 million. The Telegram chat itself had nearly 1,000 users. So the real story is still disturbing, but the viral framing of 62 million.
Had the Telegram chat actually had 1,000 people in it, but was reported to have 62 million people in the chat.
Yeah,
Is what I'm getting, right?
it's misleading.
So how many people were actually in the chat? 1,000 people.
Nearly 1,000 users.
Yeah. So, and then it was reported as 62 million. The 62 million was what drew my attention, because like
Yeah.
there is no way there is a chat with 62. Well, not that there is no way, but
There's no
62
way. I mean,
million
there is a way.
is a large number of
Yeah.
people. So I believe that is what caused a lot of concern for people, because they were essentially like, okay, it means that when men say, oh, it's not me, they either know someone, because how can 62 million people be in this chat? And is that it raised questions about like accountability for men and like how men hold each other accountable. So the chat does exist. Do we still want to talk about the chat, or do we talk about why it was blown out of proportion? Why do you think like CNN talking about, was it CNN that did the report to verify? So where did the 62 million come from?
It was just widely exaggerated. But let me see real quick. Wait, no. They said the 62 million is the broader website's total traffic across all its content categories.
But the website was also hosting a rape chat. Which website is this?
The websites were motherless.com and a now defunct Telegram group called ZZ. So it's motherless.com.
And what? Sha? I don't even know what to say on that topic. That topic is just seems.
Do you feel as if like men have it, like men at the back of some men's, not all men, but at the back of some men's minds, they do want to. There's at the back of their mind, they want to rape women. Do you think that's like true? Like, do you think like men can go as far as like even up to kids? Like when they see the opposite sex, they just like their mind doesn't like function well. They just like want to like prey on whoever, old, young. Like,
I have to take.
because
This is
to
why I
look
have
at
to
the
be a
number
little
of
bit.
people who are trying.
That was
to,
what I was going to say.
It's a bit concerning.
In the group, or just
And it's not
generally
really-
with like rape?
With
With
the
the-
group and also like the websites as well.
With
Because people having to click the websites, it means that they are curious to want to know how they can do it, because apparently it's in their sleep when women are sleeping and all. So
so because of this is different to our previous conversation where I can just be irresponsible and flagrant, right? This is a way more serious. With how we saw things in Ozoro, and with just how rampant rape is, I cannot sit here and say that, oh, you know, most men don't X. I think now it has even taken a new dimension, because now men a lot of time want to camp. Some men want to camp behind the whole false rape accusation and how damaging that can be. What I will say is that there definitely needs to be a reorientation in how we raise men.
Yes.
How we raise just male children, how we take care of female children. There needs to be.
Yes, because there's something very important I actually want to talk about, because in Nigerian households, it's always women wear longer outfits, don't do this, don't do that. But for men, they're taught not to do anything. Most families, it's mostly on the women to not be too exposing for men to see.
Expose for the male gaze.
And then, but you hear stories all the time of women wearing like full outfits, like a whole long dress, or like, you know what Muslims wear, like they cover everything, and they still get raped. So what is it exactly that it's not really about how people dress, in my opinion.
I think
It could attribute to it, but at the same time, I cannot say that how people raise their children tells a lot, because you cannot tell a woman or a girl child to do certain things and a man to not do certain things. Because at the end of the day, the man will be taught these things somewhere else.
So
and it could either be good or bad.
That is why it's just parenting is very hard, because you need to be deliberate in how you parent as a community, how you parent in schools, how you it's just like we have to definitely be more aware of how we portray things to men. And I don't know, man. I know a lot happens at puberty for men, and I feel like for men, puberty and the conversations around it don't also happen the way that it happens with women. Yeah, and because maybe you're hearing from your peers, there's a lot of like problematic and gray area practices, and like things like tapping current. Like, I don't know if you know what that expression means.
No.
So tapping current, like, it's just two group, and that's something that exists in secondary schools, and that's problematic. But because, like, I don't think I ever had the puberty or sex conversation with my dad.
Really?
Never, no. And I'm grateful that I did have it, because that would have been awkward as hell.
Do you have sisters?
I have an older sister.
Do you know if they were ever given the talk?
My mom is very close with my sister, so definitely would have.
But why do you think that is, though?
Because for women, I'm assuming, because of menstruation, the whole way that it's
easier for women to talk about that conversation with
but for men it's, I don't know if men
but
also,
that's very problematic on its own,
as African men too, emotions and all of that are just like a gray area too, that you kind of just deal with on your own. Like my first breakup, I didn't have a conversation with anybody. It was just like, I was depressed.
Friends?
Yeah, friends. But like, it's different when you have it with, maybe
Your
that's
family
where,
member, right?
maybe that's why you have like the cool uncle. And that's why I hope to be to my nephew and my niece. Like, maybe. Because like, sometimes it's harder for a dad or a mom to have that conversation, but it might be easier for the uncle or the aunt to have that conversation too.
Yeah.
And because I didn't grow up with that extended family, so it was just like me and my parents.
I always had one. I had an auntie that was like, when I was much younger, that she was like a therapist basically. So like every Sunday we'll go for a quick chat. She'll tell me like a few things. Maybe like now she was like my age, and she'll just tell me like, oh, I have a boyfriend. Maybe something very silly, and then I'll be able to just vent out to her. Then she will vent out to me, you know. So I think but for men, it's just very concerning why many men don't deem it fit to actually have that kind of conversation with their sons, or like.
Men are
other
not
people.
equipped to have emotional conversations. Black men are not equipped.
But that's the issue we're having and we're facing, and this is like a result of it.
Yeah. Again, we've not been equipped. How do you have those things when you were not
If you're
taught?
able to be vulnerable with your wife, I'm sure you should be able to be vulnerable with your child.
It's not the same.
Why is it not the same?
Yo,
It's still love.
in Africa, it's not the same now. You're an African, you know, like
I
your
know.
in Africa, age is a whole different barrier and dynamic. And
Yeah.
even now, as I get older, sometimes I do things I feel certain things I felt at 21. I'm like, bro, you realize like you're not 21 anymore. You can't be feeling this. I'm a young nigga. Why are you treating me like this type shit? But age is a different dynamic. So with parents, it's like I am the law. So it's very rare that you see parent-child dynamics where there's that friend element to it. That's why anytime I see it in some of my friends, I'm always a little bit jealous. Like me and my dad have that now, a bit better, but it's still not all the way, because even me, I'm scared to tell him sometimes when I'm going through a tough time, because I don't want him to worry. And he is also
So the fear is worry.
yeah, and he also is scared to tell me he might be having a tough time because he's my dad. He wouldn't want me to look at him
Smaller.
yeah, like he's my hero. So a lot of the dynamic, at least from my experience, I'm not the only person, but like being a black man, it's not always as direct as people would think.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the context I can give there. Speaking of things that are not as direct, a Guinness World Record was achieved, and not only are Nigerians Nigerians are firing and in the firing range, and you know, I think there's a bit of nuance here. Talking about Tunde Onakoya, so he did a little video, very glossy, very fancy video outside the Louvre in Abu Dhabi. I thought it was like the Louvre in Paris. And he was like first Nigerian to play chess outside the Louvre, and people were flaming him.
Yeah.
And apparently this wasn't just like Nigerians. I think Watch Mojo,
every
nationality.
Even people were everybody was literally mimicking him. Like it was like Twitter is still trying to recover.
So for me, right, I was fed up with this whole first night. Whenever we see first Nigeria to chat on, like I'm tired of it. Just say like you chatted. Like this whole first thing is like it's dead to me. Like you can celebrate what you've celebrated without it needing to be like I'm the first person to do it. I'm the first person to do this, because it gets cheesy.
Sometimes can you say that it's toxic positivity?
I think
Like
it's
you're just trying to like.
I think it's PR. I think people know that we're a country driven by achievements at first. That's why instead of you to say a song is good, is how many Grammys does this person have?
Oh please.
Not you particularly,
Okay.
but the fact that you took the hit, I mean, but not you particularly, but just generally, like when arguments exist online, Wizkid versus Davido, it's always about awards and money. And for me, it speaks to the values that we have as a society, or maybe even in the world right now. Values have been deteriorated to the barest minimum, which is just wealth and status. So for Tunde Onakoya, I think it's really interesting, almost suspicious, why he got so much heat. For me, I'll say like when you're playing this game, yes, because like this is someone who has gotten a lot of positive PR, who has been celebrated and who has earned
He
the
has
right.
also done a lot of impact.
That's what I'm about to say.
Yeah,
He has
made a lot of
earned the
impact.
right to be celebrated, because like for you to try and empower less or I don't know if
Underprivileged.
for you to try and empower the next generation of children growing up in an area where that has been overlooked, talking about like Makoko, and for you to come from the background that he has come from, where he said he slept under the bridge, and then for chess, something as intellectual as chess, to be the thing that can empower you, is brilliant. And I've heard him speak. We partnered with TEDx last year. I think his TEDx convo is up on the Waves channel right now. And he talked about like an experience he had where a kid was begging him for money, and you know that thing where you don't make eye contact so that they will just move on. And then the following day, a thug came to harass him or something like that, and he drew a fantastic, a metaphor or whatever of like the kid you see today that's begging could turn into the thug tomorrow because they have no choice. Yeah. He even talked about like, when he's trained children and how he sees children of the wealthy come in with this confidence, and children that are less privileged or come from less privileged backgrounds almost feel like they don't deserve to be in that space. So he's smart, and he said brilliant things, and he's achieved great things, which is why I'm like slightly, I was a bit suspicious that he's the one getting flack for this. And then some people are like, oh, it's because he's affiliated with Tinubu. And off camera, we had a little argument with some people in the studio about like, if sometimes you have to, the ends justify the means. Sometimes you have to get in bed with these people to get to here. What I'll say is, be careful of what you wish for, because with every wave of positive acknowledgement, just be ready for the audience to flip. Human beings love the underdog story, the new kid on the block, the fighter. But once you're up, be prepared. We've seen it we've seen it with Bieber. Like Bieber has gotten flamed. Sometimes rightfully, like the run nigga video. Have you seen that one? Damn. But there are times where when he was younger, where he said the N-word, and every once in a while to resurface, like, how did he ever get away with that? Like, he was a kid. He made mistakes. He's an adult now. He has a kid. So be careful what you wish for. You want to be famous, you want to be successful, it comes with certain things, and you need to have the skin thick enough to handle it. Second thing, which is like one brilliant quote from 50 Cent, he said like, a lot of times you want the thing you want to happen now, and then it doesn't happen. And the period between when you want it and when it happens is when you're supposed to build the skin thick enough to handle what you want. Second thing is like, be careful who you get in bed with, because there will always be repercussions. There will always be like people commenting, asking how you got in these rooms, blah, 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 blah. You cannot come and say, oh, I'm just trying to be a good guy, trying to do this. Like I gave the example to someone like, the Tinubu we're seeing today was an activist. Yeah. He founded, I'm sorry if I missed, but he was a part of Nadeco. And that was a movement to get the military out of...
Buhari, wasn't he in the military?
Who?
Buhari.
Was in the military, yes. Buhari was ironic. Military dictator. So the person, you either die the hero or live long enough to become the villain. A lot of these African tyrants that we see were people who were hailed and lauded and brought in as champions, and then they overstayed their welcome. That's the other thing. And the final thing, I forgot what the final line was. Let me quickly search it. People were also saying Tunde Onakoya is not even the best chess guy. He's not a grandmaster.
Yes,
How many of his people are graduates? Yeah. As much as we're flaming him, like, he stands for something. And as long as he remembers that, if what he truly stands for is to empower the kids, this is just another week. Like, bro, in 2 days, we would have moved on. Like, I was saying earlier, Epstein files have been out. Nobody cares that Trump is in it.
They care.
Nobody cares.
They care.
If they cared, he'll be impeached. That is what I mean. When people say nobody cares, they don't mean people don't literally care. They mean that there is no action.
He is the president.
Of America. It's so easy to... America is not Nigeria. You can call up your lawmakers. You can protest. Even in Nigeria, I would keep the same energy that we're not doing enough in our situation. We've all been conditioned to just adapt. But America is way different. If Americans really wanted Trump out, they'd get him out. If it was that damaging, they'd get him out. You can call your lawmakers. It's not in Nigeria, and that's not to say that protests are actually happening in America. That's not to say whatever it is. But in context of this, like, this is just a bad day in PR. I still think there's a PR spin to this because it just seems a little suspicious that all of a sudden everybody's on Tunde's case. But it's a bad Tuesday for him. He'll be back up if he remembers what he stands for.
Just even be a distraction.
All of these guys are agents, Sha. That's what I'll say. All of these guys are agents. Sabrina Carpenter rebrand. Were you seeing tweets of like people digging up Sabrina Carpenter's older
Disney days?
Post? I think it's just either those Disney days or post Disney days when she was just getting out her first few songs, her first performances, and how she's rebranded. But on that note, Karris, it's been lovely arguing, fighting with you this week once again. I think that conversation we had, if you were not judging me for like most of it, was actually interesting.
For which one?
Are men more driven to whatever for women?
Yeah, that was a deep conversation. Because I'm still sacked by what you said that like you're women-centered.
No, I said niggas. I didn't. You just framed it to me. I said most
So
niggas.
what are you? You're not women-centered. I mean,
I'm not doing shit.
Will come from like your own mind now.
No, I'm also saying what I'm seeing, and I know that
But it's
I'm not trying to. I'm never trying to look good for niggas. I'm definitely trying to look good for.
Why can't you look good for yourself?
Yeah, but that's no nigga. Like, it's very cheesy for me to say I'm looking good for myself. Obviously, like last week I said like you have to be content with yourself.
Right.
And I am happy with myself. Reminder that we are on streaming.
Audio Mac.
Yeah.
Spotify.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Twitter.
TikTok. You still call it Twitter?
What's it called? X.
Yeah.
I'm old.
Yes.
Okay.
Old.
Okay.
Yes. Now, why are you calling it Twitter?
Okay.
It's X now.
Oh yeah, no.
Madam Jazzy.
Yes.
Avi Gen Alpha. No, you're too old for Gen Alpha. Madam Jazzy. Thought Jazzy was like what, 15 to 22?
Yeah. No, like 25.
Fair. Anyway, on that note, it's been lovely speaking, chatting, arguing, and capping with you guys. We'll see you next week. My name is Djaji Prime.
My name is Karris.
Peace.
Yeah.
Afropop's Most Essential Podcast is produced by Visionary Studios in association with Arrow House Studios. Arrow House Studios is a state-of-the-art multimedia studio in Lagos, offering a wide variety of services including video production and editing, audio dubbing and engineering, photography, and so much more. Visit www.arrowhousestudios.com for your quotes. Afropop's Most Essential Podcast is proudly sponsored by Afolus Technology Solutions. Afolus Technology provides a wide variety of power and security solutions for commercial and residential purposes, including solar and inverter power, access control and fingerprint locks, CCTV installation, and a host of smart home solutions. Contact +234 812 546-5598 or email afolustech@gmail.com for your quotes today. Back to the show.